Title: AITA for kicking out my girlfriend because she said my relationship with my brother was disgusting? Verdict: not the asshole. I'm a 22-year-old guy and am the legal guardian of my 15-year-old brother. I'll call him Ace. We've always been really close, even before everything that happened. Our parents passed away recently, and since then he's been living with me full-time. It's been rough on both of us, but especially on him. He gets really sad sometimes, and I try to comfort him the best I can. I'm not just his brother now, I'm basically his parent too. For some context, my girlfriend at the time, Miranda, and I had been together for about 2 years. She doesn't officially live with me, but she stays over a lot, enough that she has a key to my place. Up until this incident, I thought things were going pretty well between us. She knew about my situation with Ace, and I thought she understood how important he is to me. A couple of days ago, she came over without telling me she was coming. It wasn't the first time she'd done that, but usually it was just mildly annoying, not a big deal. This time, though, it turned into a huge problem. When she walked in, my brother and I were asleep on the couch. We had been watching TV and must have dozed off. It was a hot day, so Ace wasn't wearing a shirt. At some point while we were sleeping, he shifted around and ended up lying on top of me, kind of sprawled across my chest. It wasn't some planned thing. He just moves a lot in his sleep, and we were both out cold. Miranda came in, saw us like that, and immediately woke us up. She didn't just quietly wake me or ask what was going on. She made a scene right there in front of my brother. She started saying that our relationship was weird and disgusting, and that it was extremely concerning how affectionate he was with me. She said it in this loud, accusing tone, like Shed just caught us doing something horrible. Ace woke up confused and then realized what she was talking about. He went from half asleep to completely devastated in about 2 seconds. He started crying and actually apologized to her. He was standing there, shirtless, embarrassed, and saying he was sorry for making her uncomfortable, like had done something wrong just by falling asleep on his brother. Seeing him like that made me furious and heartbroken at the same time. I took him to his room, sat with him, and calmed him down. I told him he hadn't done anything wrong, that it was okay to hug me, to fall asleep next to me, whatever he needed. I reminded him that I'm his brother and his guardian, and that he's allowed to feel safe with me. It took a while, but he eventually stopped crying and started to settle. When I went back to the living room, expecting Miranda to at least look guilty or want to talk about what happened, she was just sitting on the couch watching TV like nothing had happened. No apology, no concern, nothing. She acted like she hadn't just accused me of something disgusting in front of my traumatized little brother. I told her to get out. I didn't yell at first, but I was very clear. I said something like, "You need to leave." Now, she immediately got defensive and said she was just stating her opinion and that she didn't hurt anyone. She tried to make it sound like she was just being honest and that I was overreacting. At that point, I lost my patience. I told her again to get out, more forcefully. She still wasn't moving, so I took her by the wrist and walked her to the door. I didn't drag her, twist her arm, or hurt her. She was walking with me. I just made it very clear that she was not welcome to stay after what she'd done. She left, and later she called me a few times, but I didn't answer. After I cooled down a bit, I read some opinions from people I trust and thought more about it. I decided to talk to her one more time, just to see if she understood how messed up her reaction was and how much she hurt my brother. When we talked, she doubled down. She said she didn't do anything wrong, that she was just being honest about how strange it looked, and that it wasn't her fault my brother started crying. She refused to acknowledge that accusing a grieving 15-year-old and his guardian of something disgusting might be harmful. She showed zero empathy for him and acted like she was the victim for being kicked out. That was it for me. I told her I couldn't be with someone who sexualizes normal affection between family members, especially when my brother is already dealing with so much. I broke up with her. For anyone wondering, this isn't some regular thing where my brother is always lying on top of me or something. We were just watching TV, fell asleep, and he shifted in his sleep. Sometimes he leans on me or hugs me when he's sad, and I'm not going to push him away when he's grieving and needs comfort. Now I'm wondering if I went too far by kicking her out immediately and then breaking up with her over this. From my perspective, she insulted my relationship with my brother, traumatized him further, and refused to take any responsibility. So, am I the asshole for kicking out my girlfriend and breaking up with her after she called my relationship with my brother disgusting